Will now be recorded.
Okay, so welcome to Mohansh Technologies. Yesterday we are talking about the JSON, and JSON is, I already told you, JSON is a text to data interchangeable format, and which is going to be working a mediator between the client systems and server systems mostly. Yes, this is working a mediator between the client system to server systems for data export or data interchange kind of things. And this is have two kind of formats. One is a object, one is a array. Object, we know object, how the object will be. Object is something like a curly braces. This is the object format, and it may be array. Array is something like a collection of key value pairs. Sorry, array is something like a collection of values. Okay, v comma v comma v comma v. And object is something like a key value pair system, which is having something like a key colon value comma key colon value comma key colon value. It's a kind of thing, and which is in the curly braces. This is the structure of the object. This is the structure of the array, collection of values. A value can be any kind of data, that is already I told. And for example, in the client system, I have the JavaScript. So we are talking about the JavaScript basically. We are talking about the JavaScript now. So in the client system, we have JavaScript. In the client system, we have JavaScript. Okay. In the server system, I have a different kind of things. I have something like PHP or Java or .NET or Node.js, Python. It may be anything. It may be PHP, it may be a .NET, it may be a Java, and it may be a Python. It may be a Node, it may be a Golang, it may be a Ruby. Okay, so we don't care about the server systems here. So server systems and client systems directly cannot able to talk. Client system and server system directly cannot able to talk. Suppose so client system want to give some request, that request in the form of JSON, and that is going to be sending to the Java or Python, whatever it may be. Okay, so here the important thing we need to understand is how this JavaScript and JSON will talk to each other. How this JavaScript and JSON, first of all, talk to together. How this JSON JavaScript converts to JSON, and how JSON converts to JavaScript. So finally, first of all, I want to tell you how your JS converting to JSON. In the JS, you have the objects. In the JS, you have the arrays. But normal object converting to the JSON object. How the normal object converts to JSON object. There is one method which is going to be available in between. That is JSON.stringify. JSON.stringify. Stringify. There is a method called JSON.stringify that is sending, that is converting to JSON. JSON.stringify, that is a predefined method in JavaScript. JSON.stringify is the method. At the same time, I want to convert that JSON to JS. JSON to JS. How JSON to JS the data is transforming or converting. Okay, here JS, and I'm writing the arrows like this. JSON.parse. There is an important method which is going to be work behind JSON to JS. Your response in the form of JSON, and that JSON first of all need to parse to the JavaScript. Why? Because your HTML always talking to the JavaScript only. You need to show the data, or you need to give the data from the HTML only. You need to show the data, show the response, or you need to capture the request from the HTML only. So HTML and JavaScript always talking each other. That is we know. Okay, HTML can able to show the JS data only. Why? Because in the browser with JavaScript, we have the two other things. One is the HTML, one is the CSS. HTML is something like a displaying data. CSS is something like a styling the data. So CSS just a styling purpose, a beauty purpose. The major important data display is HTML, but data functioning is JavaScript. Data functioning is JavaScript. And these are the two important methods we need to understand. One is the JSON.stringify and one more is the JSON.parse. Try to understand JSON.stringify, JSON.parse. First we do with the stringify, then we do with the parse also. Can I do stringify first? Can I do stringify first?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay, let me go to the VS Code and open our folder. Open folder, and our folder is October to web. Inside that I have JavaScript. Open it. Okay, so the notes here, the notes is available. I want to write down the notes. The first one is uh, JS. JS converts to JSON dot stringify. Stringify. Okay, then this is converting to JSON. Whenever you are receiving the data, JS receives the data. JS receives the data through the method called JSON.parse. Parse. And this receiving is important. And sending important and receiving also important. Both are important things. First of all, this is something like export. This is something like import. Export your JS to JSON, one concept. Exporting, you can talk like exporting. Exporting. And this is something like importing. The concept is exporting and importing here. Okay. First, we understand about the stringify, then we can go with the parse also. First, understand about the stringify. This is the JS predefined method. This is the JS predefined method used for converts, JS object to JSON object or JS array to JSON array. JS object to JS array to JSON array, JS object to JSON object. Okay, let me write down the program for this. First we will work on object, then we will work on array also. Okay. Is it understand? Is it understand? One is exporting, one is importing. One is exporting, one more is importing. Okay, let me take stringify program. Save it as JSON dot stringify dot html or JSON stringify dot html. Don't give the dots here. Okay, JSON stringify dot html. Okay. JSON dot stringify. Program name is this. Now directly I can go through the script. Define some JavaScript object where, okay, define JS object. JS object. Definition of JS object. Okay, now tell me where JS object. Tell me some JS object. Tell me some JavaScript object. Tell me, sir, some JavaScript object.
Key value pair.
Key value pair. You can tell me
Yeah.
some object. Okay, let me go with the EMP name. EMP name. Okay, something like uh, Mahesh, Mohansh. Okay, EMP ID 1001. EMP salary 78,000. This is JS object. Am I right? Console.log JS object. Document.write JS object. I am printing this JS object in two areas. One area is console.log. One area is document.write. First JS object. Workout. Okay, execute it. Okay, I got a document.write object. It will print object like this only. Open the console inspector. In the console, yeah, I got object. I got EMP ID 1001 and EMP name is Mohansh and EMP salary is 78,000. This is object. This is object. A prototype is object. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
In document.write, you cannot able to see the data. It is showing like object only. Okay, fine. Now, what my requirement is, I want to convert this object into JSON. Okay, now conversion start. Convert JS object to JSON object. Convert the JS object to JSON object. How to convert JS object to JSON object?
Stringify.
Okay, let me write down where JSON object is equal to so a method I told already, JSON dot stringify. JSON dot stringify. Inside this stringify method, I want to take the JS object. Inside the stringify method, I need to call a parameter as JS object. Now you print both areas. Console.log. The first log is JSON object. One more document.write. And here also JSON object. Over. Concept is over. And execute the program. See the outputs of the program. What you can able to see in the outputs. Can you see? The first one is JS object and the second one is JSON conversion. Already converted in the console I shown. On top of the document also I got a C. Okay, let me keep a break. Between these two things I want to take a break. Document.write, keep a break. Sir, remember one thing. So what is my output here? What is my output here? Finally, this is my output, right?
Sir.
This is my output, right? Okay, keep the output in the program. So in the JavaScript object, employee name I given single quotes. Employee name I given single quotes. Even for Mohansh also I given single quotes. Even for employee ID also I am giving single quotes. Even for employee salary also I given single quotes.
Sir,
But
for salary, we can give in codes code also, right? Single code or double code. So string can take integer and characters both, right? So
I don't understand.
for salary or employee ID,
Hmm.
we can put it in the string also, right? And in general, I'm just asking. Or necessarily for the IDs and all the int types, we don't need to put in the string. In the string,
No need to keep the string. That is number, na? Number you can
yeah,
define as integer.
integer, but we can keep it in the string also, right? I'm saying
Yeah, both you can do.
both we can do na in string. Ah, that's what I was checking. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
just
You
confirming.
can do string, you can do number.
Number, yeah.
Okay, so fine. What is the output of this? When you see the JSON EMP name taken double quotes or not, and Mohan's taken double quotes or not, and employee ID taken double quotes or not, employee salary taken double quotes or not. In the output, output is basically JSON data. And what is the rule for the JSON, guys? JSON key must be a string. A value can be any kind of data, but here first value is Mohan's, that is a string. Second value is a number 1001. Third value is also number 78,000. But remember one point: in JSON, strings can have only in double quotes. Strings can have only in double quotes. All the double quotes taking or not? For every string, double quotes taken or not? For every string, double quotes taken or not? Let me validate it. Why question? Just go for validation. JSON validator. JSON Go through the JSON lint.com and keep the data here and validate it. Can you see this? Can you see this? JSON is valid. So your JavaScript object already converted to the JSON. Your JavaScript object already converted to JSON. Am I right? Your JavaScript object already converted to JSON. Yeah, converted. Then whatever you want, you can do it with the JSON. You keep in the API and send to the server. That you can do. Whatever the parameters you want to send to the server, that we can do. First of all, try to understand how to convert the JS object to JSON object. Okay, now let me take array of employees, where JSON array, oh, sorry, JS array. Define some JS array, combination of employees. This is the first employee. I want to take the first employee like this, and I want to take the another employee. Take the another employee. Another employee name is uh, who are the persons attending the session. Let me give the Mahesh. Govinda Babu. I will give the Govinda Babu name here. Okay, Govinda Babu, and employee ID is 1002, and employee salary is something like 88,000 or 89,000, 88,000. Okay, fine. I have two employees here. Concept is same. Concept is same. What your requirement is, you need to convert into JSON, where JSON array is equal to JSON dot stringify JSON capital letters. Why? Because JavaScript is case sensitive. You need to give the capital letters only, and then JS array, pass JS array over there, pass JS array here. Then finally, I can able to see the output here, like JS array. I want to print the output on top of the document. Document dot write. Document dot write. Okay, I need to keep the JSON array and keep the break here. Why? Because of in the document everything is going in a single line. That is the why reason I'm keeping the break here. Document.write, keep a break. Keep a break. And finally, you can see the output. I got a array here. Open square braces, closing square braces. Already data converted to the JSON. Now you can see with the JSON-lint.com. This is a JSON lint. Paste here. Validate it. JSON is valid. JSON is valid. Properly converted. Your JS array properly converted to JSON array. Yeah, this is the first program. The next program is I want to receive the data. I want to receive the JSON data and show as a JS object. Okay, let me take the new program that is for parse. Stringify, everybody got understand? Stringify, everybody got understand? Govind
Yes,
Babu,
sir.
Mahesh. Now
Yes, sir.
I go for
Yes.
parse. Next program, new program. JSON dot parse. Okay, I don't want to give the dot here. Just underscore dot html. Dot html. This is the parsing process. For parse, what I want to do? First of all, I need to define the JSON object. Okay, let me write down the script over there. Script tag is compulsory. Don't miss the script tag. Okay, define JSON object. Define JSON object. Okay, define JSON object. Where JSON object. Define JSON object is equal to, keep the single quotes first. And you took the JSON data right now. So this is the JSON object. I am copying the JSON object here. Keep inside the double quotes or single. So in single quotes only. Why? Because JSON already have double quotes. You keep the single quotes here. This is my JSON object. My requirement is, let me print this document.write. Document.write. I am printing JSON object. After that, take a break. Document.write. Keep a break. BR. Then I need to convert into the JS object. Conversion need to start here. Convert JSON to JS. Convert JSON to JS. Now, what I need to do? Where JS object is equal to, Govinda Babu, understanding or not?
Yeah, అర్థమవుతుంది.
Right. So where JS object is equal to, now JSON dot parse. JSON dot parse. Small letters. Parse small letters. And JSON is capital letters. Now take the JSON.
JSON object. Yes.
That's all. Okay. Now I want to print this also on top of the document. Document.write. Okay.
Document dot read, sir. Read.
Right.
Okay.
Document.write. JS object. JS object. Okay. Now I want to see the output of this. Open in the live server. Now you can see this is my JSON object. JSON object already converted to the JavaScript object. This is the JavaScript object, sir. See, object. Now I can able to pick the data from the JS object. How I can able to pick the data from the JS object? I can do it very easily. Let me write down one by one. Document.write. Okay, JS object dot emp name. Already emp name is there, na? Okay, you can take a EMP name. When I say EMP name, automatically I can able to get the EMP name over there and took a break. Our employee name is, I can write a normal string. Employee name is, and plus JSON object dot EMP name. Okay, I can able to receive the data. Yeah, I got Mohansh or not? I got Mohansh or not? You can keep the break here also. Employee name is Mohansh. Employee name is Mohansh. Am I right? The dot operator you need to, with the dot operator you can able to pick the data from the object. I can able to pick the data from the object, but you have to specify the key with the dot symbol. You have to specify the key with the dot symbol. I am specifying the key with the dot symbol. Object dot EMP name. Then take a break here also. I can do break directly here. I can took a break directly here. Then EMP name is okay. After that, one more thing is available. One more thing is available. Not only the EMP name. I want to take the EMP ID also. EMP ID also. Employee name is EMP. Sorry, JS object. JS object dot EMP name. Sir, spellings. Whatever the spelling you be there in the key, that spelling you don't forget. The same spelling you need to give here. So here the key is EMP name. The same spelling you need to give here. Otherwise, your object will not pick up. Your object will not pick up. Okay. So one more thing. Copy here and paste here. Okay. This is the EMP name, and one more thing is the EMP ID, and one more thing is EMP salary.
Sure.
Right. Exactly. EMP salary. Okay. I can able to see everything, all the data related to the Mohansh on the screen. EMP name is Mohansh. EMP same EMP name is coming. Okay, change this. EMP ID is. This is EMP salary is. Same thing I got. Now you can see EMP name is Mohansh. EMP ID is 1001. EMP salary is 78,000. Is this clear? How to pick up the object? Is this clear? How to pick up the object? Same thing you can do for array also. Same process you can do for array also. Can I define array now? Where JS array? No. JSON array. JSON array should be single quotes. And already I have the JSON data. Keep the data from previous program. This is my array. And I have two employees. One is Mohansh, one is Govinda Babu. Copy this. Come to the program. Keep inside the single quotes. Now, I want to convert directly where JS array. JS array is equal to. Tell me what I need to do. Tell me, sir. JSON dot parse. Inside the parse, I need to pick up the JSON array. Okay. Finally, I can able to print the JS array also on top of the document. Okay. Document dot write. Document dot write. I just want to give the JS array. Okay. You can see this now. How this JS array is going to be printing on top of the document. Not saved. Please go ahead. What is that? This is the JSON array and JS array. Yeah, JS array. Let me keep the పోయింది నైటే పోయింది సారీ నైటే పోయింది అనుకుంటా Okay, let me go and take the break here. Where I need to take the break? Yeah, I will keep the. Just execute now. Just execute now. Can I stop this? Even this is also I'm stopping. I don't want to see these outputs. I don't want to see these outputs. Stop it. Stop it. Excuse me. Execute the program. Open with the live server. I got the object. I got the object. This is basically array, sir. This is basically array. If you want, you can see the console. If you want, you can see the console. You can find out the array. Console.log JS array. Console.log JS array. And see the output now. Right click on this inspector. Inspector, I can able to see array of objects. 0 is Mohansh. 0 is Mohansh. 1 is Govinda Babu. Mobile app. Mobile app. Okay. So the first one is EMP-ID. Second one is again EMP-ID. That is 1001. This is 1002. Right. Now I want to display the object with values. Then I don't want to show this. Pick up the values. I have two employees. What I need to do for that? Can I do the same thing like this? Now this time it is array, sir, not object. If it is single object, you can directly do. But this is array. This is array. How to pick up the array values? I don't have any output here. How to pick up the array values? Tell me. Now this JS array. Okay, this is the JS array, and JS array. Okay, employee name is undefined, employee ID is undefined, employee salary is undefined. What is the problem, sir?
Because not converting that JSON to JSON object.
No, already converted. Receiving, you have the issue. Receiving, you have the issue. What is the issue for the receiving? Anyone tell me? Sir, this is array, number of times I'm telling. JSON array of 0, sir. Array means index is there, na? Array means index is there, na?
Yes, yes.
You have to specify the index. We have to specify the index. Now I got Mohansh, I got 1001 and I got 78,000. Now I want to take the second object, related second object. Let me keep the HR here. One horizontal row. After this horizontal row, I want to keep the second employee related data. This is the second employee related data. Okay, second employee related data. Of 1. Of 1. When I say of 1, I can see the data like second employee Govinda Babu is there. ID 1002 is there. Salary 88,000 is there. But one thing you need to remember, If JSON is giving 1,000 records, if the JSON array is giving 1,000 records, or we don't know how much data is coming from, like millions of records also come, then this process is correct or not? Every time you're writing 0, 1, 2 like that, 1,000 times you need to write the code.
No, this is not correct, sir.
This is not correct. Then how to get the data by the index? You have to keep the loop, sir. This is basically a static code, but you don't write a static code for this. If you write a static code like this, okay, static code also data is coming, but I don't want to write the static code for now. If you are getting the hundreds of records, or you are getting thousands of records or millions of records, this is not a good way. This is not a good way of writing the things. Then what I can do is I will write down the loop. I stop all these things. Write down the loop. Now write down the for loop. For I in JS array dot length, yeah, or I in JSON array, JS array. Then I want to show document dot or print a JS array of I. Okay, so just to see this, how to print this document dot writer. Document dot writer JS array of I. What is the output then? Okay, I can able to find out anything issue. I got the array Govinda Babu and this both are coming. But I want to see what I dot name. Name or EMP name.
EMP name, sir. Yeah.
Again undefined. The problem is what? Console.log. This is okay. Then we can do one thing. For where I is equal to 0, I less than JS array of length, JS array of length, then I plus plus, I plus plus. This is normal general for loop. Then document dot write JS array of I is 0. First time I is 0. 0 less than length. Length of array is 2. Length of array is
Hi Tamal. I think are facing issue maybe.
Yeah, Govind.
Things are maybe issue internet issue or something.
Hmm. For that only I am waiting. Still
Yeah.
comes back. Wait for a few minutes.
Yeah. Wait for a few minutes.
Yeah.